All right, what was it about Nashville SC that made this the club that you wanted to join with other options this offseason?
The future that this club has, and the opportunity to be a part of it, honestly. Coming from being on an MLS roster, like that's obviously a goal of mine that I want to get back to, and this is a great opportunity for that to show what I'm capable of this year and hopefully make the jump.
Gary talked a little bit about how your style is very different from Matt's style. What can you learn from each other, I guess, playing with another type of keeper?
I think I can learn a lot from Matt on the mental side of the game. Just his body language, when he makes mistakes, when he does things correctly, pick up on all those things. And then I think the most important thing is his shot stopping. He was up for Golden Glove last year. That obviously is very difficult to do. Not many people are up for that. So I can model my game in that regard off him.
You're obviously new to the team. A lot of the guys are returning. How have you been impressed by? Is there anybody that specifically that impressed you with maybe you weren't expecting to see quite that caliber of player or something like that?
I was excited to see Cam when he got in here. He's obviously new to the team as well, but with his track record last year and the previous year and being on a championship team 2 years in a row, just excited to see how he rose the level in training.
Obviously, you're coming from a very successful USL side. That was an MLS 2 side that you played with a little bit last year. What is it like playing with a USL team that's independent? Is there anything that's different about it that kind of gives you a different view of it?
The one thing I would say that I've definitely picked up on now is that it's us. Everyone who's in the locker room, like, this is it. This is the team. No one will be really coming down. No one will be going anywhere up. So it's comforting to know that, like, the group that's in now is what we'll have for the rest of the season and going forward.
Does it feel like you'll get to build maybe some stronger bonds that because guys are going to be there the whole time?
Yeah, absolutely. It's kind of like that. We're both all in it together. We know that it's a year. It's a year here. Hopefully we get more in the future, but this year, like, we got to come together and get things done.
When you look at kind of the goalkeeping situation, it's a bit of a unique one because not only are you competing with Matt for potential starting spot this year, but he's also the goalkeeping coach, so you're trying to gain valuable insight from him, not just from his playing career, but what he did last year as the keepers coach here and his great season last year. Is that a bit of a weird, unique spot for you?
Yeah, it's definitely unique. I wouldn't say it's weird. For me, it's definitely taken some stress off in terms of training. You know what I mean? So he's running the drills with us. He's working in the drills with us. It's comforting. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have a coach who's watching and trying to analyze everything. He's serving balls to us. He's rotating in with the group. It honestly doesn't feel like there's a coach out there watching us. And I think that's important from the mental side of things. It helps you focus. It definitely takes some anxiety out of it.
A couple of the guys have described you as having cat-like reflexes, just from talking to some of the guys and what they've seen in training so far from you today. Is that something that you pride yourself on, as being quick to the ball and having maybe just that split second faster that allows you to get to save rather than giving up a goal?
Yeah, that's obviously one of my strengths. So I try to put myself in positions where I can showcase that. You know what I mean? Where I can use my strengths and my abilities. So yeah, I mean, I think it definitely is one of my strengths. But I think, like, more important than that, than the reflex, is putting myself in the right spot to make that reaction see.
Is there a way to get better at that, to train at that, to try to improve those reaction times and those reflexes?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, we did a drill today that was it was a quick turn, set your feet, and then, you know what I mean, do what you can. But yeah, I mean, I think a lot of it comes from the mental side of things. You just have to be dialed in, and if you're dialed in enough and you're focused in the moment, then your instincts will take over. In my opinion, that's kind of how goalie training is. Like, you train instincts, and you hope that they show in the game.
So you had one appearance for Real Salt Lake last year in the Open Cup, and a guy on this team actually scored against you in that game, Carlton Belmar. Was that the last time you guys had seen each other before coming here to Nashville?
Yeah, I think so.
Anything said about that game yet?
Nah.
Everything's water under the bridge at this point?
Water under the bridge, that's right. We're on the spots here at a locker room now, so it's only forward, you know.
Nice.
But yeah, there are a couple jabs in there. A couple jabs thrown, but, you know, that's what you get, you know.
Gotcha.